Good evening, everyone. My name is Carl Brewster. I'm a leader here with Godward Ministries, where our pastors are George and Shelly Ann Watson. Here at Godward Ministries, our mission statement is as follows: choosing God over the devil at all times, going God's way as a church in our way of life. Also, our Godward vision statement is to inspire people to go Godward for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, and for the edifying of the body of Christ. This is Testimony Tuesday. Thank you all so much for joining us for this August installation of Testimony Tuesday. Tonight, I have the very special opportunity to introduce to you all this beautiful young lady who I've been in love with for 37 years. This young lady happens to be my daughter, one half of my twin daughters. Her name is Alyssia Bruster, and her twin sister's name, Ashley Bruster. These two young ladies I call my pride and joy, and they have been just that for the past 37 years. Tonight, my daughter will come before you, and she will give you her testimony. It's a vulnerable testimony, and one that she chooses to share with all of you. So sit back and enjoy Testimony Tuesday.
Hey, my name is Alyssia Bruster. Some know me as Carl's daughter, some know me as the twins, some know me as KJ's sister. A lot of people know me by Lee. So today I'm going to talk about my testimony, as far as my life these last 2 years. Let's see. I guess I'll start out with my brother's accident. That really changed my life in so many ways, because it's like, once that happened, I just went into protector mode over him. Like, I started researching, educating myself on everything that I could when it came to him. I was always there for him. I was always encouraging him every time I saw him. So me and my brother, he's more than just my brother. He was more like my son. Like, I did everything for him. He needed a ride, he called me. He needed money, he called me. Like, he was in trouble, he called me. Like, it didn't matter like what time it was, or what the situation was. He knew I was coming. If it was something to do with his kids, I was his baby daddy. I was the baby daddy to the kids. So he would call me, and I was there no matter what. So he knew I was always gonna be there. Like, he would do stuff to agitate me or aggravate me, be gone too long in my car, and say he about to pull up, and still haven't pulled up 2 hours later. And I would say, you're not driving my car no more. But then I let him drive my car the next day. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a special bond that we had. So I'm really gonna miss him. So that's just one of those things. He's just somebody who can't be replaced, and I just know through praying with him, listening to inspirational music, gospel music, all that stuff with him, I know that really helped him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always play that Tasha Cobb's my name for him all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because God knew who he was. God already had the plan set out, even though it was probably the plan that we didn't want it to be. It was already in motion. Like, my brother being in his traumatic incident, it brought our family closer together. It brought a community closer together. It made people realize what was more important in life. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like some of the petty stuff or whatever. Like, so he did that. Like, KJ did that. I remember one time we went to the hospital. I think that's when he had cardiac arrest, and we were sitting in the hallway, and my daddy said, "This is so KJ." I was like, "What you mean?" He was like, "People everywhere. There's people everywhere. All these people, they're trying to help him." You know what I'm saying? And we kind of just like laughed. I'm like, "Yeah, it is him. He got all the attention on him right now." You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I mean, and in that point, God brought him back so many times. Two different times he brought him back to us, and he came back, brighter. You know what I'm saying? He was able to communicate some. He was able, to communicate with his eyes, let us know that he knew what we was talking about. I spent many nights from coming from bars or wherever I was at, or many nights where I went to bed, FaceTime and talking to him. Y'all know how it is to talk to somebody who's not gonna talk back. Like, that's a lot. But I know that he needed to hear those words, so I gave him those words. But I know it was just the strength that kept me going, that kept him going. You know what I'm saying? He could have gave up a long time ago, but he didn't. I could have gave up a long time ago, but I didn't. And I just love him for, for being as strong as he was. I made sure, that he knew that, we was going to be there for him or whatever. Regardless to, whatever the doctors was saying. And, me and Katie was really close, so it really weighs on me. But I know he's in a better place, so I'm happy with that. And I know he's not hurting anymore. And I know he wouldn't want to live like that. So, as far as that, people always look at you and say, you're the strong one, you're the strong one. But sometimes, when you're the strong one, sometimes you have weak moments. Yeah, I never wear my emotion on my sleeves. Like, when it comes down to business, I handle business. I might cry in the car. Like, that's just me. So, but, sometimes people see you, they see you out, they see you doing this. You might see me somewhere singing karaoke, hanging out with my friends, doing whatever. But that don't mean I don't go through stuff because I don't put it out there. But, it's a lot that happened, over time. So I am thankful that God was able to give me the strength to get through it. Every day, still go to work, still be a parent, still be a sister, a daughter, all of that. So I just want to say, like, whatever you're going through, just keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep going. And I think they say that God will put nothing on you more than you can bear. And sometimes when you hear that, you're like, what? Like, what else can I take? But then, my brother transitioned. But the week before my brother transitioned, I found out that my 18-year-old daughter was pregnant. So that really weighed on me. But it was something I didn't talk about or whatever. I just kind of brushed it to the side. And I was kind of angry about it at first. Because I wanted more for her. I wanted her to be, do other things. And it kind of made me question myself as a parent. But then now that I look at it, it was like, I did the best I can do. And that's all you can do is the best that you can do. And she's not the first, and she won't be the last. So, as a family, as our family, we stick together, and that's exactly what we're going to do. And then, to my surprise, on the day that my brother passed, I found out that my daughter was pregnant with twins. So everybody says that's a blessing, in itself. So that's just another thing that we actually have to, get ready to deal with, on top of me still trying to grieve my brother, So that, I guess the reason why I was upset with her, because I was a teen mother. So I didn't want her to repeat the cycle of me. Like, my parents was upset, when I got pregnant. She was their very first grandchild, but they were there for me. And so, fast forward to now, we're going to be there for her. Like, we're going to be there for her and her children. And that's just what our family does. We pull together no matter what the situation is. And God's going to see us through that. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be there. Like, these are going to be, that's her gift. These are going to be her blessings. They're going to be blessings to our family. I don't know what the future holds. Only God knows that plan. For us and for our family and for our life. It's just about just being strong. Like, my strength, like, sometimes I don't know where it comes from. It's just in me or whatever. It's just in me to keep going no matter how many things try to knock me down. I just keep going every single day. Like, what else is there to do but keep going, So that's just kind of, what I've been dealing with. Grieving my brother. Now my daughter is about to have twins. I'm not sure if it's going to be girl or boy or whatever, but I just have to be the best, I have to be the mother for her so she can be, a great mother going forward or whatever. But I'm only 37, so I don't want to be called nobody's grandma at all. Like, I don't know how we going to deal with that, but, yeah. Let's see, what else? I would just say to people out there like me, I'm considering going to counseling. And I would tell people out there that, you know, that is something that it really should do. I know people are against it, but I feel like you should have other people to talk to when you're going through it. If not, it'll take you down, it'll tear you down. So you should, you know, really consider it. But I feel like a lot of people don't, because they feel like they're going to be judged and things like that. Some people don't talk to their friends because they feel like they're going to gossip about, you know, their current situations. So that's why they don't talk to their friends or about certain things. But I feel like you should reach out to somebody and talk to somebody. God is your number one counselor. Go to God if you want somebody to talk to. If you don't want to talk to a physical person, just talk to God. And, you know, he'll show you, he'll lead you on the path that you need to be on. And I think that's it. But I appreciate y'all listening to my story and my testimony. Y'all know I don't really be transparent like that. You know, I'm just the fun, loving person. I talk to y'all. You know, y'all see me in passing our waves, and I don't really be about my personal life like that. But I appreciate y'all, you know, just letting me be transparent and letting y'all into my life.
And we're back. So that was my beautiful daughter, Alyssia, and her testimony. As she stated, and as I know, and as we know, God will see us through it. And that's what we call Bruster Strong. She's very vulnerable. It was a lot to tell. And so the world knows that this is the challenge that we have before us. But through all the challenges that we've been through over the past couple of years, through my mother's transition, through my son's transition, and now my oldest granddaughter is now an expectant mother with twins. God, but God. That's all I can say is but God. And we'll ask God, as my shirt says, we ask God daily, Lord, what is it that you want from us? And we put ourselves out there, and we put ourselves out there to help anybody, you know? So if we ask God, he hasn't led us wrong yet. God don't make no mistakes. People make mistakes, but God doesn't make mistakes. So right now, as Brewsters, as we always say, we're Brewster Strong, we're gonna rally ourselves together. We're gonna love on Ayanna. We're gonna love on Alyssia. We're gonna love on each other. We're gonna love on you. We're gonna love on you, all of you that join us. Do we have the answers as to what's gonna happen within the next year? No, we don't have them, but we never do. God has all the answers. So what we're gonna do is continue to do what we've been doing, and that's continue seeking the face of the Lord, continue to stay in our Bible, continue to pray, continue to trust him. We trust God. We trust him. So it was a heartfelt one. It was a hard one, but it's God, and I thank God for it. I mean, I just sent her a text about a week ago, said, do you want to do Testimony Tuesday? First she said, And then she said, sure, I'll do it. Because like we always say, our testimonies will unleash the prisons for someone else. So that's what we want to do. We want to be vulnerable and give you our true, heartfelt and emotional testimonies. We're private people. We're Brewsters. We're social people, but we're private people. But through God, we don't mind opening up ourselves to any and everyone, because he's brought us this far, and we know that he would take us further, and he would carry us. He will see us through it. Thank you for joining us tonight for Testimony Tuesday. We look forward to you joining us on Sunday at 10 a.m. on our Facebook and our YouTube channels. Also, next month, join us the third Tuesday of September for Testimony Tuesday. And as we say here at Godward Ministries, we love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Thank you so much, and have a great evening.